What is going on, everybody? We are going to do a show. I can't have the lights on, so I have to do this. We're going to do a quick one today. It's going to be more of a Q&A, so get some QQs in when you have a chance, and we will answer them. I will tell you what I'm doing with baseball, and then we'll jump into NBA real quick. But again, come on in and say hello. It's just me today. Sheets is gone. So I'm going to do what I can, but I have obviously, you guys know if you've watched the other videos, I've got my skin condition. So I can't be showing that, but let me know that you hear me. Let me know that you're out there. Say what's up in chat. I'll see all that. And I will talk through some of what I'm doing, and you guys can tell me what you'd like to talk about and what questions
we
you
will
have.
answer them.
Let me,
I will tell you
just making sure the volume worked. All right, everything's good. So I know the screen is blank, but I'm here. But anyway, it's not even a technical issue. It's just I can't have anything on my face. So you're going to see little bits of sheets and me coming in and out. What's up, K9 Bronco? So I'll talk real quick through my MLB. I'm still heaviest on the Braves of any of my lineup, any of my stacks. I like them even as a 5-man on DraftKings. I also have a number of mini Toronto stacks, a number of mini San Diego stacks. I don't like them as much as I did with Tatis out. I actually have to replace Tatis out of all my lineups, so it's going to have to bear with me for a minute, guys, while I do that. And, yeah, drop in some QQs, though, when you get in here, and we'll go through everything on this slate. And we have no Caratini also, so I'm going to have to make some edits here. But anyway, those are who I'm looking at. My pitchers are Buehler's my most used, but I'm really struggling with this Maeda versus Cease decision, and I really like both of them, so I think I want to get more exposure to that. The weird part is you don't really need to save on your pitcher. On FanDuel, I think you just play whatever, but I do think Maeda has a route to being the best pitcher there. I just think that it's a longer route, and coming off of the little injury, it's a little bit worried me to keep him out of my very biggest buy-ins on DraftKings so far. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that one. I'm looking right now, San Diego, excuse me, and I will play Cronenworth instead. Okay. And who's catching for San Diego? I didn't get my updated lineups before I came on. Oh, Nola. Okay. Actually, I like that better for the stack. It's about the same, I guess. Yeah, so that's let's see, that's most of my main stuff. I do have some Buehler Peralta, some Buehler Stroman. Mostly, I want to mix in Maeda, Cease, and Singer a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to be using him a ton. I just don't see the need for it, but I do like the matchup, so it's a little tough, But he's not a guy who usually loses you a tournament or wins you a tournament. He's going to keep you okay. But we'll see. I mean, he did put a huge one out there against them last time, so it's certainly no guarantee. Okay, and I'm looking at other positions here. I need to fill in my shortstops real quick, and I love Mazzara as a one-off, by the way, against Singer, and he's 2,200 on DraftKings. He's cheap on FanDuel as well, so that is. It looks like the Rays are doing something different. Fleming is now going to pitch instead of the opener is going to be Patino, but Fleming is going to come in instead of Yarbrough. So it's kind of a little bit interesting, but nothing crazy. I'm probably going to cut this out in about 20 minutes, so make sure you do get questions in sooner, and I will certainly try to get to everything I can. I would really like to get to more Maeda, but probably not necessarily in the 777 kind of a thing. I have a ton of Justin Upton as a one-off. I really like him quite a bit. Just thinking of some of the other guys who I have here that I throw them out there. A lot of Soler, a lot of, like I just mentioned, the cheap outfielders. I've got Cordero and Boston stacks. I do like Boston a little bit tonight and Oakland a little bit, but certainly not a must in either case. Catcher is a little bit ugly. I mean, I can talk about positions and stuff, but just guys, let me know when you're in there, and we'll go through everything. I'm starting to like playing Gary Sanchez as a one-off as a catcher. I think it's kind of interesting, actually. And, yeah. So, all right. I want to make sure I don't have Cordero in all my stacks, so I'm trying to get a little bit different and make sure to get some more Nomar Mazzara, that is. And I will jump over and take a look in chat in just a second. I do have to remove those guys from my lineups before I forget. So I'm going to jump back over to baseball before I get to basketball, but drop in any questions. I will answer as we go. Okay, kind of like a KC mini stack on FanDuel. I get that for sure. On both sites, it actually makes sense to me. I do like Bueller. Singer is too cheap. He's going to be really popular. Just do with that what you will. Remember to give us the like, guys. We appreciate it if you're not subscribing. You could say you're warning me about Frenchie Cordero. I just saw him go, what did he go, 5 for 5 the other day, 4 for 4? And he's the low-owned part of the Boston stack. You're just playing the 5-man stack if you're playing him for the most part. So that in that case, I'm going to disagree with that. Favorite pitcher on FanDuel, Bueller. It's Bueller for me. Kind of like Miami today. Yeah, I actually agree with some parts of Miami. I'm just not. I have more like Duvall one-offs, a little bit of Cooper, but I'm not finding the need to play them all together, especially because they, guys like Cooper or Anderson, whoever you want to play. I like Riley at third. I like obviously Machado at third. So it's not quite as simple as all that for me as just playing everybody, because there's a lot of really good bats tonight, and I think I want to try to get those if I can. The Washington Philly game, the weather sort of like just from a hitting standpoint sort of threw me off of it a little bit, and that may be a mistake. I do like Trey Turner anyway. I like Josh Bell fine, but I actually find myself preferring Jared Walsh on DraftKings, who's 200 more. And I actually have that decision for quite a lot. Without Tatis, I think people will pivot more and play a little bit of Story, but they're going to play Trey Turner anyway. I also like Bichette. I really like playing these Blue Jays just because you have so much stolen base upside in general with them, with the way that they play. They run all the time. They're literally just running fools. Let's see. Okay, so we got Machado there. I'm just trying to fill out my Tatis lineups that are now obviously null and void. Okay, cheap catchers are a little tough today. I even have a tiny bit of Leon, Reese McGuire. I would rather be Jansen, obviously, but I do have some Blue Jays, so I'm using that as an excuse for some of my mini-ish stacks. Yeah, that's basically where I'm mostly at. Oh, I got to start making sure I get Tatis completely out of there, though, and Caratini. Oops. So give me a minute here, guys, and then use that time to fire in whatever you got. Nola fits in fine for him. I'm going to have to get up in just a few minutes, but we'll keep going with what we got. Sorry, guys. It's just a little tricky when you have multiple players. You can't just do a one swap and feel good about it. I got to kind of nurse these things back to health. All right. Jeez. Sorry. All right. All right. In chat, we've got thanks, Ken. Oakland, Boston, great hitting weather. Totally agree, K9 Bronco. Pitchers have been good at limiting damage, but I think it's worth taking a shot there anyway. So I appreciate that. Again, guys, please give us the like and everything. It doesn't look like there's a ton of questions that I have to answer, so you're giving me nice time here, which I very much appreciate, because I would like to get rid of these guys before I have to rethink about it again and go, what the hell happened? And Trey Turner versus Story is an interesting debate there in itself. All right, let's see where we've got Caratini left. We will just make him turn into someone else. Nola and Soler. Yeah, it's interesting with the game. I originally would even thought of Matt Boyd as like a long shot play, but I just didn't end up doing it, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of explanations around that one. I just didn't go there as much in the end. I think you're spending down in outfield if you can. I mean, more than you are in down the infield today if you can. There's just a lot better values in the outfield than there are in the infield. Obviously, like it's really significant today more than most days. Yeah. Maeda. And yeah, it's going to be kind of dead air for at moments because we don't have it back and forth. We don't have a producer yet doing the stuff. So we're a little bit behind on that. I have so much Justin Upton, it's ridiculous tonight. I actually like Jared Walsh too. I'm not stacking the Angel. That's another one with a great hitters umpire. But I do think playing some Angels is a good way to go tonight for sure. And I'm going to have to eliminate Tatis on my FanDuel. And I will see if there's any questions in the meantime in our chat. BR, I don't know who that is, but I appreciate you saying what's up. Guys, this is going to be a real quick one. Again, please give us the like. Really appreciate it. I think the Dodgers are okay, but I'm not finding myself with that much of it. I actually think Kikuchi's decent. They've struggled against lefties. But again, they're always can put up a huge number, so it's not – I don't feel good saying that, but that's just where I'm at tonight personally. I don't find them to be one of the top stacks, but they are always, in some sense, one of the top everything stacks, I guess. All right, I'm going to have to make some changes over here. Let me just make a quick thing real quick and see if we've got anything else. It looks like there's nothing other than, okay, the Dodgers love question. Okay. And, yeah, sorry. I think I'm okay on FanDuel. I don't think I had as much of Tatis as I originally had planned on doing, and I kind of got him out of most of those. Okay. All right. One more I have to change because I don't want Frenchie in that one. And we're going to do something different here and play. That fourth Oakland piece on FanDuel is always the one that kind of tricks me a little bit. I'm sorry, the fourth Boston piece is where I get in a little bit of trouble. Marwin, I guess, is okay. For stacks, I like Marwin fine. I don't like him as a one-off in any way. At second base, it's pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of that position over there. Right now I have Jonathan Scope as one of my guys, which doesn't feel great with the way he's been swinging the bat lately. But there are many routes to getting there, and I actually do. I just like that Oakland-Boston game, and I know that there's decent pitchers, but I just feel like that's a great, to target a good spot. And even like the Dodgers tonight, it's not a great hitting spot for the Dodgers. What's good, WW Fresh? I do appreciate all you guys tuning in, and even though we don't have the screen up, it's good to have you guys with us. And I know this is not our best normal show. We'll be back to normal tomorrow and going forward. So, all right. So I think we're pretty much done with baseball for the moment. I'm just gonna make sure I've got these in the right things. No nonsense, no funny business. Too much Garrett Cooper, maybe. Yes, definitely possible. Yeah, that's where I am. And that's where we are. All right, what else have we got here? Let's see. By the way, we have a guy, Carp, who did a show with me. I run into some friends of his, trying to track him down. If anybody knows where he is, please let me know. I tried to reach out to him as well. And just one of our guys in, a chat who we talked to, we know really well. And I know there was some beef before, but he hasn't been showing up to anybody else's Discords and just sort of has been out of the loop. So I want to just make sure that he's all right. So you guys, if you hear from him, please let me know. All right. I think we're going to wrap up baseball. And guys, if there's no questions for basketball, I'm going to go back to work and do my own basketball stuff. So just let me know if there's any more questions. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes, and then I'm going to probably get out of here and focus on basketball as well as weather for baseball. Let's see. We got another update. Okay, nothing too interesting there. And yeah, guys, I think we're going to be cutting it out in just a minute. So let me know if there's anything you got, and I'm going to give you guys a minute to take a look, and I'll respond when I get back. But yeah, you got 1 minute. All right, looks like we're just ready to go. Good luck to everybody out there. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on our normal stuff tomorrow, and our videos will be a little shorter too going forward. All right, guys, good luck out there. We hope you guys crush it. Let us know if you do.